What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing absolutely great out there. In this video, I'll be going over the off-grid knife, the Raptor, and just giving y'all some of my insight like I did in the last video. So stick around if that's something you're into. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Tune in if you want to see the rest of this review coming right up. Let's go. So y'all, Ace here with Carolina Knife and Gear Reviews. Hope everyone's doing absolutely great out there. Thanks for tuning back in. In this video, y'all, as I said earlier, we're going over the off-grid knives Raptor. D2 steel on this bad boy here. Yeah, it is a rather large knife, kind of chunky, but it really isn't. It kind of is a smaller knife. I've had longer knives. It's just chunky. That's all. It's just chunky. But y'all, I have to just say, I looked at this knife and I don't know, it came up on my YouTube feed. Some people were going through and reviewing some of the off-grid knives that they have, and this just has such a unique blade shape that I fucking love this knife. I do. I absolutely love this knife. This thing right here, I'll tell you, first off, the name fits this blade style, and this knife, the Raptor, this is totally that. Look at that. Yeah, that's a fucking Raptor claw, and if it's not that, then it's definitely like, the bear claw. Beautiful blade shape here. Got some nice jimping up top. I like to grip it like this, just like, I really like to get up on my knives like that. So if we're cutting cardboard or whatever we're cutting, or whatever I'm cutting, whatever you're cutting, you have, more control of it. I think the one thing that I would have liked to seen is just a little bit more, let me get on camera there, maybe like a little cutout for the finger to get even more so in there, because it would still give you some nice blade length right there, and you can still do your thing. And look, y'all, I am absolutely squeezing here. This knife is not gonna cut me there. It's just not. Trust me when I say it's not. I've cut a lot of cardboard with this knife, opened up packages with it, the whole deal with it, and I just have not had it, slip off and cut me. If it was totally that, of course I wouldn't grip up on the knife, duh. But I like, I grip up on it like this. You still have your little pokies. I just jogged with this knife recently too. I like to, when I'm on my off time, I definitely like to jog. I usually carry a larger than normal knife. I don't carry my office knife when I'm off the clock most of the time, so I grab the Raptor claw, the Raptor, but I normally carry a larger blade, and always when I'm jogging, I put it in my side waistband. I don't normally keep it in the actual pocket, just because it's moving around as I'm jogging. I really can't feel this, but it is a chunky, heavy knife. Okay, yes, I can feel it, it's there, but it's not a big deal. It's not that heavy that it's like that big a deal. It just isn't. But this thing pops out really, really nice. You can hear this snappiness. Snappy, snappy, snappy. Snap, crackle, pop. Love it. I thought initially when I got this knife, I'm like, okay, this thing's gonna be fucking like strange and not very practical. But sometimes you get knives that you go, they could be practical, but it doesn't matter if they are practical, just for the obvious, the fucking cool factor. This has such a cool factor to it. And y'all, this little hook blade here, this little curve, and obviously the straight part on the blade, this right here, y'all, this is such a great utility knife. I'm telling you, you can get in there and do some amazing little cuts with it, or whatever you're trying to do. It just works absolutely great. I'm loving this knife. I really am. No wiggle, no blade play whatsoever, just none. It locks up beautifully on this knife. It just totally does. I would say there's three things on this knife that I'll just complain about, but I can get over it. It's not a big deal. What I told y'all earlier, if there was a nice little cutout there, so I can, you know, everyone else can get their fingers in there too, because some people have larger hands. You know, we all have different hands. We all have different fingerprints, so you know, we all have different sized hands. So having a little cutout right there would be really nice for those larger fingered fellows out there. I'd also say too, the pocket clip I absolutely love. Okay, it is secure in the pocket. Oh, definitely secure in the pocket. Definitely secure on the waistband. It has a lot of tension on it, a tight tension. So, you know, for jeans, no big deal, because jeans, you want to definitely, you're wearing your jeans out. So I really don't care if it eats up the pocket of, you know, my jeans. It's perfectly fine. I'm not going to be carrying this to work. This is not a fucking office knife. You pull this thing out in the office, they're going, holy shit, what is that? But it fits great in the pocket. I'm wearing, you know, as I do usually off the clock, kind of my nylon cargo shorts or whatever you want to call them. I'm usually wearing that, or, you know, sweatpant jogger shorts, and it snags on tightly with that. You know, when I'm trying to pull it out, I really have to yank it out. So yeah, this is, it does have some tension on it, but, you know, in time, I'm sure it'll loosen up, and that's not a fucking deal breaker. This is just me being like nitpicky. If it was just a little bit looser, not too loose because you don't want it to fall out, but that's the second thing on this. The third thing on this knife, oh, I would have preferred, okay, so the locking mechanism is a liner lock. It's, you know, right in there. Liner lock on there. I would have loved to have it right back here, the locking mechanism here, because then I could just, you know, tag it right here and flip it down. Or possibly a button lock. If it was button locked right there, you know, obviously, it was button locked somewhere in there, that'd have been fantastic. Y'all, this knife isn't as big as the videos on YouTube are, or this one here. It really isn't like that big. It's chunky. Once again, it is chunky, but it's not gigantic. It's not. And I'm gonna throw the specs up on the screen so you can see the actual blade length and all that of this knife. Off-grid knives, y'all. This is D2 steel, and it is the Raptor. I absolutely love the handle too. This grip up, oh, it's great. It is not slick. I mean, it kind of is, but it's really not slick at all. Great build quality on this fucking knife, y'all. And I'm gonna buy more of these off-grid knives. I really am. After handling this. Once again, y'all, I don't ever buy anything, knives, gear, all that stuff that I cannot return within 30 days. So, and I really honestly thought, okay, this knife here, I'm probably gonna open it up. It may not be my favorite, and I'm just gonna send it back, but I really love this knife. This has been my new everyday carry off the clock. I just really like it. It is a fantastic blade shape. You know, look at that blade shape. Love it. Absolutely love it. And there's people out there, of course, you know, you love it or leave it alone, are saying that is ugly. This thing is a fucking really a gorgeous knife. You know, for, you know, everyday carry purposes, opening up things. I like to also call this would probably be in the category of my travel knife. Travel knife meaning this, I'm not jumping on an airplane, I'm driving across country, you know, I'm traveling to a different state or whatever. I like to carry a fairly large knife that kind of hides away either in the side pocket or in my normal carry pocket. And, you know, I have it for another, you know, self-defense purposes, you know, last-ditch resort type of knife. So this would also be in my category as my travel knife. But of course, not on a fucking plane. Driving in a car, whatever, you're going to your campsite or whatever. I like to carry larger knives when I'm traveling that are deep carry, that hide away for sure. Pops out. Once again, I can't say enough how snappy that is, y'all, and you can hear it. It's like somebody snapping their fingers. Locks up, absolutely beautiful. D2 steel, once again. Chunky little knife here. Absolutely love it. I'm really happy with this knife. I'm really glad that that I bought it. I saw a couple reviews on YouTube. There's only maybe 2 or 3 that are really actually, you know, really decent. And man, I'm definitely gonna buy a couple more of these off-grid knives. I definitely want to review the chef knife. I think it's called Grizzly Camp. And there's a Wharncliffe blade. I really do love a good tactical Wharncliffe blade knife. That's one of my favorite blade shapes and styles of that tactical Wharncliffe. They have one too. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm definitely going to review that. This knife though, y'all, once again, absolutely fantastic. Shreds cardboard like no other. Any type of task you're doing, this thing is on it. And it came piping sharp, and it is still sharp. D2 steel, you know, has good hardness, as well as it's everywhere on the market. Ontario Knife Company does a lot of D2 steel knives. Tops does a lot of D2 steel knives. I guess the only complaint in the blade community with, just from what I've read, is that D2 steel can be a pain in the ass to sharpen. Mosquito. Got him. Anyways, it can be a pain in the ass to sharpen. D2 steel can be. That's just what I've read. But you know, with those work sharp knives, you can get anything, you know, razor sharp. If it takes a little bit more time, then so be it. But those work sharp knives, sharpeners are a really good blade sharpening knife. I have one. I might as well do a demo with it at some point. Just, you know, because I'm an average Joe, y'all. Once again, average Joe that really enjoys knives and gear and all that stuff, just like all of us out there in the community. But yeah, y'all, I really don't know much more to say about this knife except go get, I mean, 50 bucks. 50 bucks to your door in one day. I bought mine off Amazon. So 50 bucks off Amazon. It'll be at your doorstep the next day. Buy it. And if you don't like it, if you have that Amazon Prime, send it back. I guarantee you knife nerds out there, you are absolutely gonna keep this fucking thing. I really think you will, totally. This thing's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Folks out there are gonna love this knife. They really are. I do. I really think y'all are gonna enjoy it. If you have that Amazon Prime, you have nothing to lose. Check it out. They have a lot, Off-Grid Knives has a lot of great different blade styles and shapes. So, all right, y'all. Everyone have a great day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this, I was gonna say movie, because it's as long as one. Watching this review here, y'all. But don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I'm just starting off on this gear channel here. This is a passion and a hobby of mine, just like it is, you know, if you're checking out this video in the community, we all have a passion, and you know, we love gear. So once again, y'all, my name is Ace. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. This is the Off-Grid Raptor. Check it out for sure. Have a great day. Don't forget to smile. Make somebody else smile too, y'all. And I'll see you in the next review. I'll see you then. All right, y'all.